Well, hello. You're going to have to forgive me my cough. I've been down sick with this horrible whatever it is, but it's a cough that'll kill you. Um, my boy is one of them is in the house. Came home yesterday with 103 fever, and they just had me go get the other one from school too. So now I got 2 out of the 3 home. But anyways, I'm going to talk. We're not going to do so much woodworking, but we are going to be talking about the shop a little bit today. I think it's another tool in the shop, but I think it's a valuable tool, and it's the Google Home Mini. I'm going to talk about 7 things that 7 top things that I use it for, and then and the main thing I hope to never use it for. So number 7, we're going to start from the bottom, work our way up. Turning on tools. One thing you can do is you get smart plugs that I'm sure you know by now that you can run with them. You can tell Google turn them on, turn them off. I got one hooked up to my central shop vac system. I'm hoping eventually I'll have each one of my multi-plugs. I got 2 of them over here. That all my tools are connected, so right away I can shut off that one, turn off that switch, and all my tools are in the shop are disconnected, all except my drill press. But all my really dangerous ones are like my bandsaw, table saw, sander, scroll saw, especially the lathe. Okay, Google, turn on Bonnie.
Okay, turn the Bonnie on.
Okay, Google, turn off Bonnie.
Okay, turning off the Bonnie. The mic's off.
I'll shut her off so she doesn't keep interrupting now. But that's one useful tool that you can do. Your hands are busy, you're doing that. You can just yell and go. Broadcasting, another one I use a lot. Obviously, for broadcasting, you need at least 2 of them. But you can always broadcast into the house, or vice versa. She can broadcast out to you and say supper's ready. The neighbors are over. Why don't you come on in? All that type of stuff. 5, keeping it light in the shop. Sometimes your brain just needs to take that 30-second break to figure out the problem, right? Well, ask Google to tell you a joke.
The mic's back on.
Hey, Google, tell me a joke.
An elephant walked into a bar. It took 6 to 8 weeks for the city to repair the bar.
That was a hefty price to pay, I guess. Alright, I won't do no more jokes either.
The mic's off.
Anyways. So, it can be a lot. You could ask her to read you a bedtime story if you're out here. But sometimes our brain just needs that extra second just to relax, and we'll come up with a better plan. Take your mind off the problem, and sometimes it presents itself. When you get that brain fart, again, for math, mostly for me, if you're in the midst of it and you're trying to figure out, like, what's half of 97?
The mic's back on.
You know it yet? Hey, Google, what's half of 97?
Half 97 is 48.5.
There you go.
The mic's off.
So it's things like that are useful. This one I use it constantly for. I'm always using music. So number 2 is music. I always got something playing, just because I like having some sort of upbeat going. So just a recap before we get to number 1, turning on the tools. You can even set it up, like eventually when I get 2 more smart plugs, I could walk out and say, Google, I'm in the shop. And it would turn on all my tools. I wouldn't have to flip any switches. Or, and that would also say, I left in a hurry and I forgot to turn off all these tools. I could go on my phone from, as long as I got internet, far, far away and turn them off. This way, if my wife is home and the kids are here and they come out here and she don't know it, those tools are shut off. Broadcasting. Keeping it light. Brain fart. Oh, I missed one. I jumped over it. It was supposed to be for music. So number 3, music was number 2. Number 3 is calling your hardware store. I'm sure we all got our favorite hardware store, but sometimes they don't always have what we need. So you can have Google call while you're still working. You're almost to that project point where you got to run to the store. Call them, make sure they got it before you go there. Let Google do the running for you. While she's calling, you can be working. While they put you on hold to transfer you to the other department, you're still working. They don't have it, you hang up, have Google call the next one. While they put you on hold again to put you through that other department, you're still working. And you didn't waste even that time of driving there. You're driving straight from point A to point B. You're not adding a C in there and wasting time and gas and valuable time. So calling your hardware store. Now, number 1, I hope to never use is safety. And I mean safety by, I cut off my finger and now I can't, can you imagine trying to get your phone out of your pocket or even trying to dial on your phone while your blood's squirting out of your thumb or your finger and you're trying to dial 911? It's down in your pocket, you're doing one of these numbers? Yeah. In my phone, I got police as contact. So, excuse me, Google Home syncs to your phone as long as you got that contact in your phone. Your phone doesn't know it's Bob, Mary, Aunt Jane, Uncle Bill, Cousin Bob. They just, it's not going to know it's a computer, right? So, if you just program that number in your phone, at least you can get a hold of some sort of an emergency contact. You could also jump back down to number 6 and broadcast into the house, say, honey, I just cut my thumb. I need the truck keys. Meet me outside by the truck. It's a big safety thing, I think, as well. So there we go. We got 7 shop things that you can use your Google Home Mini in the shop for. If you only got one in the house, get one for out in the shop. You won't regret it. I'm never out here where I don't use it. It's, in my mind, it's another tool in the drawer, except mine's always out on the bench. I keep it away from all the sawdust as much as I can. And then, I mean, it's sensitive. I mean, if I whisper, it'll pick you up across the room. It has no problem hearing you. Obviously, the more noise you got going, it's harder to hear, yeah. But it does work, and it listens well. All right, so if you make sure you like, comment, subscribe on this. If you like the video, share it with somebody else. Mother's Day and Father's Day is right around the corner. Mother's Day is coming up very quickly here. And maybe she has a flower shop. I bet there's 100 reasons you can use it in a flower shop. What's the weather going to be tonight? Do I have to close the greenhouse? Maybe she has her own woodworking shop and she used all the things I just said. Maybe Daddy-O's in a metal fabricating shop. You used half the same stuff I just said again. Half measurements, half this, or I don't think I've been in a flower shop yet that doesn't have some sort of music playing, or some sort of fab shop, whether it be a wood fabrication or metal fabrication. You just, there's so many uses for it. And so let's put Google all in the shop too. It's not just Google Home, it's Google Shop time. All right. Thank you. Click that subscribe button right down there. Click one of these other videos. Catch you on the flip side on the next video. Don't want to miss it.